I'll turn my sound down because I'm pretty sure it's about to be loud as tits if I do that. Okay.
What's up, freak bitches, wherever you may be, however you may be listening? Thank you for giving us just a few minutes of your time. Here with me, as always, with Clorox wipes in hand, just in case my spittle goes his direction, he can quickly disinfect, is my hetero life mate, Jeremy Weulner. What's up, buddy?
I'm alive and I'm not sick, so
Hey.
that's a plus in these days right now.
So in these days of social distancing, I call Jeremy and say, hey, come over. Fuck this social distancing bullshit.
Yeah, fuck it. I travel
Why
still.
Skype in and do anything? I'm going to make you drive a half hour in the fucking rain to come down here and hang out with me.
It's more intimate this way. I got you. We're still 3 feet away, but it's like I'm here. Trust me, it's a hug.
Yeah,
it's
Zach Hart was planning on being here, but he had a personal thing come up. We wish him nothing but the best of luck in what he's got going on. We're definitely going to have him on the channel more. That'll just have to be for the future. But as far as today is concerned, man, ain't no party like a coronavirus party.
Yeah, raise your yeah, raise it.
I'm so tired of this damn disease.
See, that's why I wore this today, if anyone can see, because this is not my first rodeo. Like, I survived the swine flu, I survived mad cow disease, I survived the SARS, the fucking bird flu, all this shit. It's like, it's another. I don't want to just dismiss it and say it's just another virus, but I'm like, I mean, if you're smart about it, you keep yourself clean, you just kind of distance yourself a little bit, watch what you do, keep your shit stocked.
Yeah, it's so clear. Yeah, stocked, not overstocked.
Just enough.
I want to make this very clear. I'm going to say something a lot of people have been saying.
Because that's the problem.
On various podcasts of the like, I am so fucking tired of seeing people, even now, when this stuff should have kind of mellowed out by now. Even now, I went in to get tortillas to make dinner tonight. And my girlfriend says, hey, you're off. Can you make me some tacos? I was like, yeah. So I went to go get tortillas. No tortillas. I'm Mexican. This no tortilla.
I know, like, that hurts right there, doesn't it?
This no tortilla thing's a problem for me.
Right.
This is what makes me want to get my gun and just go nuts. But I'm just like, come on.
Please don't. I don't want to fight you for tortillas either.
Like,
I like a taco too.
I want tortillas. I can't find tortillas in the store. There was a picture that I think Drew had showed it on Derailed Sunday night about this with this guy who was dragging like 3 or 4 carts that were just full of gallons of milk. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, milk's only good for so long.
Yeah.
And I got to thinking about it, and I was like, there's only 2 reasons why you stock up on a whole bunch of one item when something like this happens. There's only 2 reasons you do it. One, because you want to sell it at a markup, which is price gouging, which is illegal in just about every state. I actually think there's federal laws against it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Which makes you a dick.
Right.
Or you're stupid.
Those go hand in hand, yes.
Yeah. It's like, so which one are you? Are you willingly going to break the law by trying to price gouge people for shit like hand sanitizer and toilet paper? Or are you an idiot? Which one of those hats do you really want to wear?
Well, I'll go stupid. I'll just take it from you. Fuck you if you're going to be like that. I can't deal with that, no.
You know, there's a guy. Let me find my notes here. Okay, there was a man in Tennessee. He actually went around, him and his brother. Mm-hmm. They took a U-Haul truck, went the length of Tennessee and into Kentucky.
Like the long way in Tennessee? Because holy shit.
Yes. He got 1,800 bottles of hand sanitizer. Mm-hmm. And he was not sorry for doing it. Problem being is he put them all up on like eBay and shit like that, all these seller sites.
Yeah.
And they busted him on it. They took all his sites down. They took away his selling privileges, the whole thing. Turns out there's actually, and you know, like I was saying, these laws that they have against price gouging. There's actually a law against this in Tennessee. And now him and his brother are being investigated for this shit. And he thinks he's going to make it all better by saying, oh, well, since I can't sell this stuff, I'm going to donate it, just give it out to whatever.
Oh, now you're going to donate it.
And I'm just like, dude, it doesn't matter. You're still a dick. I mean, I'm glad you found the light, but bottom line is it's too late for me to too late for me to think positively of you.
Should have thought about that. Should have thought about that in the first place. It's like I would like to think common sense is prevalent, but when people start getting panicky and then they start getting desperate and then it gets ugly after that. Like, this is just the start of this kind of thing. Like, I remember when that that big windstorm came through a few years ago. Yeah. I think I was still in high school. I know, I'm young. But it was, I mean, we didn't have power for like a week, and some people had it longer than that. We were kind of lucky. But after like 2 or 3 days, people were already like looting, and we went to get ice. We had to go all the way down to another town, and this guy's walking across the street like with a gun like in his waistband. I'm like, that's cool. We're gonna get shot over some ice, like what? And or like, if for example, more recently, the tornadoes that came through here, there were people like not even 24 hours later looting people's like destroyed houses. I'm like, how low do you have to be? Like, some poor guy went out there to like defend rubble was left of his house, and the cops told him, "Hey, you can't be here because it's unsafe." I'm like, I get that, but also that sucks, man. He was like, "I don't want people taking my shit."
Well, it's not any safer for the guys that are trying to steal the copper out of my fucking blown over house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but I get what he was trying to say. He's like, "Man, this is all I have," and people are even taking that, and it's pathetic.
It is. It's dumb.
I hate people.
Yeah,
after
this
about
guy-
after about 2 or 3 days, you're gonna find a fucking loaded shotgun in every room in my house. Jesus.
Yeah, these two brothers' names are Matt and Noah Colvin. They also bought thousands of packets of those little antibacterial wipes.
Oh.
And now they're being investigated by the state of Tennessee on anti-price gouging laws. Hey, good on them. Go get them, Tennessee. Go Vols.
Yeehaw.
That's all I say.
Yeah.
It's just so
But it's I don't like when things have to happen after the fact. Like, oh, we have to do this now because one dumb fucker and his brother apparently did this, and that's like when you hear a rule about something, you know, like, oh, that's because someone did that. Like, I hate. Like, I just took a test recently to get a license, and like this lady was like, I felt like I was going in for like the FBI. She's like, all right, pat yourself down. You're on a camera. Turn around. Pull your pockets out. Show me your necklace, front, back. Show me your glasses, the inside. I was like, what the fuck? Has everyone like tried this? Like, she's like, don't take your sweatshirt off. Leave it on there. Everything else goes on the table. And there's a camera right there, just watching you the whole time. And I got her around her desk. She's got everybody right in front of her. Oh my good God.
You know, this thing's extending out. It really got real for people, not when, like, Trump came out with that whole address to the nation and whatnot. It got real for people when Tom Hanks came
That
out, him and his wife
hurts.
tested positive. That was like the point when everybody started worrying, which I find absolutely hilarious.
Hey man, if Tom goes down.
Yeah, if Tom goes down,
This
the
motherfucker
world's
survived
coming
5
to an
years.
end.
5 years with a volleyball, and he got taken out? No.
You see somebody, I think one of the nurses made him a volleyball.
Yeah, I saw
Did you
like
see
someone
that?
made him a Wilson.
I
That's
thought that was
amazing.
funny as shit. But no, but it's actually hit a lot of celebrities. I mean, there's been a whole lot of like public figures and stuff like that, politicians that have had it. You know, the wife of yeah, I know.
Sorry.
You know, the wife of
I said
the
it.
Canadian Prime Minister tested positive for it.
Shit. Well, it's not just here. It's every, you know.
There's been a lot of people. It's like what's the list I looked up? Daniel Day Kim from Lost and Hawaii Five-0.
Yeah, lost.
Christopher Hivju from Guardians of the Thrones. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. That's the one that kind of is interesting to me because he just got cast to be in The Witcher season 2, and I'm kind of in the middle of watching The Witcher right now. I'm about 4 episodes into it.
Well, you're not going to be filming now because now it's pushed back along with damn near everything else because we're all just kind of holding our breath and everything's to be determined. Like, I mean, what do we Black Widow got pushed back. I know something else got pushed back. Or a lot of things are just delayed now because we don't really know what's next. It's the next step.
Yeah, who the hell knows? But I mean, it's like him. Idris Elba is the one that fucked me up because I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I love Idris Elba.
Yeah, as soon as I saw Tom Hanks, the next like trending search was Idris Elba. I'm like, nah,
I
stop.
loved him as Heimdall. That's one of my few knocks on the MCU is I don't think they used him nearly enough.
No,
He was not a big enough.
that's
part of
that's
it.
underused.
He is absolutely one of the people I wanted to see play James Bond. I would actually get way back into the Bond franchise if you let him just play 007 for like 2 or 3 movies.
Well,
I think it would have worked. I mean, because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, he's too old to play Bond for like a long time." Like, you give me 3 good movies with him, he'd do it.
Oh yeah.
Because he's done with the MCU now, so he's not committed to that filming schedule anymore. Not that he was getting a lot of screen time anyway.
Nope.
But
Well,
I
this
think
is
he could do it. I think you could rattle off 3 movies in about 6-7 years, and he'd be good at it, and he'd probably be an amazing Bond. But anyway,
well, this
like
is the last Daniel Craig one. So Craig, I don't know what the hell I said.
Tom Hanks and his wife, two Utah Jazz players, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, were the first pro athletes to test positive. Since then, literally every sport at almost every level has had somebody test positive. I think somebody from the Ottawa Senators, the hockey team, was the first NHL player to come down with it the other day.
And I know a lot of sports are just canceled. A lot of seasons, everything's just on lockdown. And
Yeah,
like,
it came out today that Albert, Prince of Monaco, has also tested positive for the virus. So it's like, nobody's safe.
nope,
This whole virus.
it doesn't discriminate. That's the thing with viruses. They don't give a fuck who you are.
This virus is fucking ruining everybody. Walmart's cut its hours for 4,700 stores nationwide, which kind of sucks because I only go to Walmart like in the middle of the night when I get off work. I go like 2, 3 in the morning.
That's the best time to go.
I'm socially distancing myself already. I used to
See-
like nobody there. The people of Walmart aren't
Yeah.
there. You get a couple of rowdy college students that want to act like idiots, but
Hey.
yeah, but that's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, it's like everyone's like, oh, I had to do this now. I had to distance myself. I'm like, I've been doing that for a long time. I already avoid people like it's a plague. Fuck.
I saw a meme on Facebook. It was like people panicking over social distancing themselves, and gamers were like,
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like me, I'm fucking fine. I don't care.
We've been doing it forever. We've been planning for this our whole lives.
I'm a depressed emo child. I have anxiety. I don't deal with people anyway, so no lifestyle change for me.
Supposedly, the Queen of England was quarantining herself somewhere. And that's apparently not true. There's been a whole lot of stuff going on. Actually, somebody has made...
If this is what takes her, come on. Yeah. That's how you're going to go.
She's 150 years old.
I know, but...
She's kind of the last person I want outside of Buckingham Palace right now. It's like, wait a minute, Queen.
Long live the Queen.
Since way before I've been around. And I really kind of dig you, so let's keep you safe and happy in Buckingham. But yeah, apparently she was rumored to be running off to Windsor Castle or something like that to ride this thing out. Apparently that's not true. I don't know. I've heard a bunch of different things. Hopefully she's okay.
Go to the Winchester, grab a pint, wait for the whole thing to blow over.
Damn right. I'd love to walk into the Winchester.
Did you actually? I just saw
over here like, hey peasant.
Yeah.
Come on.
Did you actually see that they just today released that they updated that scene, the phone call scene where they're discussing what they're gonna do, but they added in coronavirus jokes along the way.
I didn't see that.
I just shared it earlier. It's amazing. If anyone has an amazing take on it, I love them, and they did it.
Check that shit out. That sounds funny as shit.
Of course, of course you guys fucking updated the Shaun of the Dead thing.
Well, with crisis comes opportunity for people who are smart.
Well, that narrows it down.
Some distilleries are actually making bootleg hand sanitizer.
Well, you could. It's alcohol.
True.
It'll clean. So.
Health experts say soap and water is good. Sanitizing with a 60% alcohol-based solution is suggested. There's a place called the Old Fork Distillery in Atlanta that is saying it will give away a 95% base sanitizer to anybody who came by and asked. The giveaway was so popular that they were stuck with a shortage of items when a bunch of people showed up. I guess something like 600 people showed up, like in the first couple of days, wanting hand sanitizer. There's also similar places. There's something called the Shine Distillery in Portland, the Moonrise Distillery in Georgia, and the Durham Distillery in North Carolina are also doing something similar. Which I'm like, hey, that's opportunity. Whoever's running that shit, whoever had that idea,
good on you.
Top notch. Good on you. That's some smart shit.
Take it when you can.
It makes sense, too, because it was like, we can make both, because we're going to make money on both. Make alcohol, because people are drinking.
Yeah.
And you're stuck in your house. There's only two things you're going to do.
Screw
and you're going to drink.
I'm going to screw myself and drink, yeah. Or play games. That's it. Come watch my streams. You have nothing else to do.
No doubt. By the
I'll
way,
do more, I
open
promise.
If anybody wants to support the channel, the link is down below. Because God knows YouTube isn't doing anything to support any of its creators anymore unless you have 5 million subscribers.
Or if I'm a woman.
Yeah.
So, sorry I disappoint.
Yeah. I'm not good looking enough. I don't have boobs.
No, I can stuff my shirt, but we're just both going to be, unfulfilled.
We all know it's a lie.
It's a phony!
But, yeah, it makes sense. That's kind of how, I don't really know for sure, but I think that's how antiseptic is made anyway, isn't it? It's basically just distilled. I'm not a fucking doctor. If anybody's a doctor, feel free to go to chat.
Well, that's why I don't want to say. What's the? I guess in layman's terms, yeah, that's kind of how that works, right? That's how you discover. Well, first of all, who thought, what happens if we leave certain things sit? Oh, look, we discovered alcohol. Look, we discovered raisins. And actually, it's good. We like it. It has purpose. And I'm like, God, how do you think of something like that? It just blows my mind. But yeah, then you can start finding other ways to make useful items along that same vein. I don't know.
Yeah, why not? It's two things that people are getting plenty of use out of: alcohol and hand sanitizer.
I thought you were gonna say hand lotion. I'm like, well, yeah.
You maybe hand lotion.
Yeah, I'm grown. Don't.
Till this virus thing blows over and you actually get that girl to come over to your house.
That blows over and I get blown over. Fuck.
One of the other stories I thought was kind of funny is they intercepted a package full of fake COVID-19 test kits at LAX.
Well, that's LA. So.
Testing.
I'm sorry. I said that too.
Testing for the virus is only conducted by verified state and local labs. No further details were given, including any arrests connected to the package were released. The virals were turned over to the FDA. Maybe these things were good.
I wonder what they're gonna do with them. You said they were fake.
It said they were fake.
Well, wait. So they intercepted this package of stuff that.
My question
where'd it come from?
my question is, are they like fake? Is it just somebody who went and got some plastic vials, printed up some nice labels that said COVID-19 test, and then was trying to sell them to people on the street?
This guy's been shut in too long. He's got too much time on his hands. If that's the case,
that would be kind of shitty.
People are shitty.
The Dominus in the chat said he saw the new Shaun of the Dead video and it was great. So we're definitely have to go.
See, someone does. Yeah, I'll watch it again. It was hilarious.
But yeah, that's my question. Are they real tests? Did somebody go and buy them from some other country, then bring them back right around the time the shit was all popping off?
Oh, good timing if you did, because shit's blown over now.
Yeah, so I wonder. Now they say they turn them over to the CDC. What's the CDC going to do with them?
That's what I mean. It's like, well, what do cops do when they get a bunch of drugs?
I don't know. Half of them probably gonna smoke them.
Yeah, so use it or lose it.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if these tests are real. Does the CDC look at them and go, well, we fucking boosted them off.
Let's make this legit.
At LAX, let's go ahead and put these out there, and if they work,
let's save some lives.
Like I said, I don't know if they were fake or if they were just the CDC or the FDA didn't hand them out, so they're like, we're not going to consider these real tests because we didn't hand them out.
That's what I'm saying. It's not their name attached to it. Like, hey, we didn't officially do this, so that's kind of that's the weird gray area that I don't. Maybe, yeah. What would you do with that? So could you, repurpose it? Could you use it for other people to be helped? Then by all means.
Got me. Yeah. One of the things that this whole virus nonsense has screwed up is the box office.
No
last
kidding.
week, it was the worst box office take in 20 years. The total box office of $53.9 million was down from $100.7 million the week before. The previous low was, was September 15th through 17th of 2001. That is obviously the first weekend of movie going after the September 11th terrorist attacks.
That makes sense.
That one was $54.5 million. So this was actually lower than that by not a whole lot, but enough. Regal and AMC at the time, were limiting seating by 50% through April to try to help. Now theaters, while officially closed. Onward, which led the box office a couple weeks ago with $40 million in its first week, dropped a whole lot down to $10 million the next week. And now, of course, theaters are all closed, so we're all getting big goose eggs for every movie.
Yeah. But
this sucks. You were just talking about Black Widow being pushed, and Black Widow was one of the last major movies that kind of they hung out for a while trying to figure out what to do, and then finally they were like, okay, we're going to go ahead and back off. But now everything's closed. I actually was looking at my Regal app the other day, because I didn't know what they were going to say on there. And when you go to the now showing section, it's just blank. It's just a blank slate.
Yeah.
And then I noticed I had a message on there that said, to our valued customers, and I read it, and it's just this little post saying, for the safety of our guests, we are currently closed until further notice or something like that. It was really short.
I had to think of something like I was getting ready to go to Indiana Comic-Con in April, like mid-April. And I thought, oh, wait, I bet you I won't be able to, because I'm like, again, that's a lot of people all packed into like one room for 3 days, and all the celebrities, of course. I went back, checked on their website, and where they have the schedule, it's gone now. It just says 2020 now to be determined. So I'm like, well, and I didn't buy tickets yet, so I don't know if people who did, maybe you get them refunded, or they'll just honor it later, and then you can still buy tickets. So I don't know. That was the kind of hit for me. I was like, well, crap, I built all these cosplays. I did all this build up because I want to go meet Billy D. Williams. I want to go meet Chewbacca. And I can't now. It's heartbreaking.
There was a couple recently that I really wanted to go see. There's a couple of Star Trek people that were going to be at one in Kentucky. There was a couple that are going to be here in the state of Ohio that I was kind of thinking like, maybe I'll take an extra day off from work and I'll take my boys up there and we'll go try to meet some famous people.
Yeah.
But all that got sent straight to hell. I mean,
it did.
Everything being closed. And what really sucks, what's interesting to me, and John Campea was talking about it on his show today and yesterday a little bit, is with Black Widow being delayed. Right now, we all think this is going to last a couple of months, at most.
Yeah.
So if Black Widow gets delayed anymore, what's the next Marvel movie that comes out after Black Widow?
I was going to say Marvel, but also another...
Well, in the MCU, in that storyline. Because one of the questions is if Black Widow gets pushed back, and then it ends up coming out either right on top of or shortly thereafter the next offering from Marvel, is there going to be something in Black Widow that is going to be a little bit of foreshadowing for what comes next?
Well, they maybe could push that back a little bit too. I mean, I'm sure they'll figure out how to do it, because I know what you're saying. I don't think they'll try to make it too congested, but and you said that, I'm like, well, Wonder Woman's coming out too, like in June. I'm like, that's kind of iffy right now too. I don't know about. And I was excited to see that, because it's been how many years of a gap? Like, Jesus.
Well, that and DC was finally getting their shit together with Aquaman and Wonder Woman.
I know,
so
and then
kind of excited to see what more, if they have more good stuff coming towards us.
Can't catch a goddamn break because now we got a fucking virus.
Yeah, no doubt. But But yeah, Mike, because I firmly believe there's going to be, even though it's kind of a prequel, we all know how the story ends for Black Widow in the MCU in the larger universe. But
She dies.
yeah, spoiler.
Sorry.
But anybody who's watching this probably has already seen this.
We've already done our review. It's your fault
the
now.
review's on there. Go
It's
see
your
it.
fault if you haven't seen it.
But I have a feeling there's going to be one or two elements of that movie that are going to carry further into the MCU.
Even it being a prequel, like
I think they're going to give hints because one of my only real knocks in this movie when I said it was coming out is I just didn't need it. I didn't need a Black Widow movie.
No,
I'm happy it's coming out. Don't get me wrong, because I love.
I will still watch.
Yeah, I love Scarlett Johansson in the role and all that. I really enjoyed her, but
wait, no.
You
just love Scarlett Johansson. Don't lie to yourself.
Well, both. I love her and the role and the way she looks in those tight outfits. But
that red hair though.
But I didn't really need the movie. It's like Solo. Solo was the same thing to me. It's like I'll go watch it and I'm going to be interested. I don't really need the movie. It doesn't do anything to add to the overall universe for me. That said, I'm going to go watch it because I want to see it.
It's like Rogue One. It was like, yeah, cool. I didn't need to know how they got the Death Star plans. I just know that it happened. And I kind of, like 2 minutes in the movie, I'm like, wait, they're all going to die, aren't they?
And did you notice that in Rogue One, not many Bothans died? They didn't address any Bothans dying in that movie.
That was Return of the Jedi, so maybe it was.
but I kind of wonder, how much of this movie could you really attach to the future of the MCU? I mean, does that mean?
Well, it's a prequel, so I don't really. There could be something that maybe some part of it makes sense now. Like since it's before, maybe there was some little piece that they could just throw in there, and maybe it would.
I was thinking maybe you could see one of the characters that are like her sisters in the movie.
Yeah.
That maybe they would kind of take over as not the Black Widow, but kind of like take over that place moving forward.
She's now suddenly just going to come out.
Yeah, assuming they're still alive. I mean, maybe at some point in the next Marvel movie, she says, hey, Sasha was my sister, how can I help? And then you have another Black Widow kind of character moving forward, which...
Kind of like just Captain Marvel came out and we're like, hey, where's Nick Fury? Like, shit.
That was a cool moment, though.
That was.
You can't make a moment with them coming in as cool as that moment, though.
I like this one.
That's my favorite delete. That's my favorite post-credit scene, actually, from all the Marvel movies. But, yeah, I just don't know what this movie can really add. I mean, I want to see it, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, we already know how it all works out, how it all ends.
That's the problem with prequels.
One of the things that's cool about the Marvel movies is that every movie kind of like it leads into the next movie, or it is a piece of the
the train is moving.
Up.
Yeah,
I don't know how you can do that in this movie. Now, I'm not a writer.
But
try writing. I'm not very good at it.
I've written a lot of things and they just haven't left here or a paper. So
yeah, I try writing. I'm not good at it, but maybe they have ideas that I can't come up with. But yeah, I mean, I just don't know how this movie's gonna push the whole universe forward. But whatever. I mean, hopefully we'll do it in some kind of way. But
push it over the edge for the Soul Stone.
Yeah, but then on top of that, it's like I wonder if can you really push the entire slate of movies the rest of the year back? I mean, because
I think maybe they're just expecting just maybe in the near future, but I don't think this is expected to be forever. This is not gonna.
Well, right now the bet is that this is gonna be over in 2 months.
No, that is a big bit of time.
So we're gonna miss the first month, maybe 6 weeks of the summer movie season, and then we're just gonna kind of pour everything on top of everybody in May or June.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really.
I don't think you're gonna take everything
summer.
you've got for the entire 2020 and push it back 2 months.
No.
Because Oscar season is like October, November, December. They want to open it to where it's fresh in everybody's mind for the voting and everything for the Oscars in January.
Yeah.
So they don't want to push some of those November, December movies into January because anything released after December 31st isn't eligible for the next Oscars anyway.
Yeah.
So they really want to keep those, assuming, of course, this whole thing is blown over by then, which I think it will. I mean, they really want to keep those dates, but can you really push some of these bigger movies back into that season? So I think what's going to end up happening if this thing blows over, which it will.
Well, maybe in the summer it'll get warm and maybe it'll kill it off because it'd just be too hot. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
It's hot as hell in this state, so maybe it'll kill it off.
It can't get here in the summer. Yeah, it get kind of hot, but
I don't want to be here in the summer either. Trust me, it won't. It won't either.
But I kind of wonder how this is going to affect like the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's going to affect the Oscars all that much. I mean, if this thing is still going on around Oscar time next year, then fucking I hope it just kills us all. If this thing is going on around Oscar time next year, I don't think it's going to be on Oscars.
There better be zombies, goddamn.
Which is just fine by me because I hate the Oscars anyway, and me and Aaron did a whole video on that you guys can go back and watch.
Good plug.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I like he just blows right past me. I'm like, whoa, he did a plug right there.
yeah, I hate the Oscars. I said it. I'm not afraid.
I know what I said.
I'm one of probably 250 million people in this country that don't watch the Oscars.
I'd
Which record low ratings this last year? Something else you'll find out if you go back and watch an Oscar video. But
I didn't watch him, so
yeah, I mean the box office is just getting killed. You know, one of the things that's been talked about a lot on some of the YouTube channels that I watch, like John Campion, John Roca, and stuff like that, is they're talking that AMC might not survive this. Like AMC.
irony. Because your flagship show is what? Say it with me. It's Walking Dead.
No, not AMC the TV show. AMC the movie theater chain.
Oh, they meant like AMC, like because they're filming, because they got to film shit. So I'm like, well, shows shows may be pushed back too.
AMC the movie theater chain.
Oh well, fuck.
Because movie theaters don't make a lot of money.
No.
I mean, they look like they make a lot of money.
Well, people watch movies, yeah,
but their profit margin is like paper. It's like tissue paper thin. I mean, they only stay open because they're charging $7 for a Coke and
You're right. That's really get you.
$7 for a fucking box of M&Ms. Because they don't make any money off the movies. Most
No.
of the money they make off box office sales goes back to the production company.
Yeah,
They get very
concessions.
little of that. Most of the time. It's kind of different for every movie. Most of the time.
It's like getting tips. That's your concessions. That's where you.
Yeah. But I mean, and these guys are losing money hand over fist. I know we got a memo the other day at work saying that they are prepared to pay us for 30 days, or are preparing to pay us for up to 30 days if we end up shutting down. And I'm like, I don't know.
But how long is that gonna? If this does last 2 months, or
I don't really think it's to get to the point where they shut us down. I really don't, because we don't do any dine-in business. All of what I do is carry out and delivery. So
no, but me, I'm on a different side of the coin.
But your supply chain though, and the
Yeah.
supply chain is actually pretty strong. I mean,
distribution for the store, so that needs to keep happening. So really,
So you're probably one of the most secure jobs right now through this whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, people have to get product out.
There's more
You're one of
business.
those people that is part of that machine that gets product to where it needs to be.
Yeah, like it's there, and I got to get it to the stores, and then by the time the store's gone, then like, well, now we got to do it again. That's why we're working so
you
much.
for sure have more job security than I do.
Yeah, no, I'm like
through this whole thing anyway.
Yeah. So I'm like, there's like six days working, maybe 7 they're talking about, and like 3 hours overtime every day. Like they're going home at like 5:30, like 7 a.m. to 5:30 every day. I'm like, it's gonna be some nice money, but damn, it's the only good thing about this.
No doubt. But yeah, the numbers for coronavirus, Jesus jumped up Christ. As of 1:51, there are 89 cases here in the state that we live in. No deaths and none recovered so far. But 89 is pretty small. I'm okay with that number.
That's a small state.
In the U.S., 10,781 confirmed cases, 160 deaths, 108 recovered. We have a death rate of 1.48%. That's pretty low.
And you'd think it's how do I say this? I would say like a better off country. It's like we're not like say like a third world country where it's like, yeah, if you get this, you're probably gonna be screwed. We have probably better equipped to deal with it, or like stay safe ourselves. So maybe we'll be okay and be able to go through this with maybe less people getting infected or unfortunately passing away from it, and still have the resources afterward. Probably, I would hope to deal with the aftermath, because they're saying like Italy got shut down and like the only things that are open are the grocery stores and like pharmacies. I'm like, well, and then after that you pick up the pieces, and that's what's gonna still be there. Like I said with my job, it's like that's gonna be there. We're not, the only thing we notice is just fucking hella overtime. Working every single day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I mean, I actually hurt myself because of that. Those first 2 days I started popping off and everybody was panicking and whatnot. I fucked up my wrist, so really I kind of lucked out. I got light duty for 2 weeks, so
Hey.
I'm just watching. I'm just like, oh, look at all this toilet paper. Yeah, look at all this.
Oh, they were looking at you like, I bet he's the first motherfucker in this place to get coronavirus.
Yeah, they're wishing ill on me. I know, but I'm working sanitation, so really no, I'm equipped. I go in there and I'm like, hey, we ran out of toilet paper actually. Lols. I was trying to fill out the bathroom stalls. I'm like, hey, we ran out of toilet paper. We just needed some more.
Yeah, worldwide 236,526 cases, just over 9,800 deaths, which is bad, and 86,676 recovered. That's a pretty high recovery rate. I mean, the worldwide death rate is only 4.15%.
Yeah, that's good
the
though.
recovery rate's actually pretty dope.
I think the thing about this, like, okay, it's not like this kind of thing hasn't happened before. I think maybe this is a product of the times. Like we have the internet. It's more people are connected, and like you got memes. Like as soon as something happens, there's memes coming out that day. Everyone's aware of it, and then with natural human response, and then they start panicking. That's what it turns into, and everyone's able to see it. And also, I think the thing that's impressive is really that aside is how quick it just jumped around. It's like, oh shit, this motherfucker's moving fast. Like that's what I think. What kind of gets me is how quickly it got, and it's how aggressive it is.
Yeah, the Dominus in the chat says, always got to remember with the mortality rate is there will be a lot more people with the virus that are tested for it, which is true. Which is especially true there in the UK. What's up, man? Much love to the UK. My cousin's been to England, well, before all this stuff started. He planned his trip to London for like 3 or 4 months, went there for a week or two, came back, and then just decided at the spur of the moment, like 2 months later, to go back to London for like a week. And I was like, yeah, it must be nice to be able to just up and go to London, England for a week. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the few places outside the country, outside the U.S. I really want to go is the UK. I want to go see rolling hills.
I would love to go there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd love to go hang out in London. But
yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's true.
But
the more
go there now, it's 28 days later.
Yeah. But I mean that is the one weird thing about this virus is like we don't really have a good. I mean, we could guess, but we don't really have a sure way of knowing with any certainty how many people have it and don't show symptoms. I mean, because that's one of the big things about this and why it's a little dangerous for people is you can get it, not get any symptoms, get over it,
it's dormant,
never know that you ever had it. But you're still out doing whatever. You're still out going to the movies, still out going to the grocery store, things like that. Yeah, that's the dangerous part about it.
And it's also allergy season, so people who get that kind of shit, you start sneezing, you start coughing, you're like,
well, it's all masked into the whole flu.
Yeah, you're like, what do you do?
With people.
Yeah, you're like, what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, my son's got a cold right now. He lives with his mom, and I'm just kind of like,
you're not coming over here.
Sure, that's all you have is a cold. It's like no, because I worry because he has asthma, and people have sent me some stuff about how people with asthma aren't really affected by this thing.
Well, I thought it was like shortness of breath was one of the things. Like when that could be.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I just thought it was like a cough, shortness of breath, and a fever. I'm like,
but
well,
yeah, I am super worried about him right now. And my daughter, she just had this perforated appendix thing.
Eesh.
She had actually just got out of the hospital from that was I think 2 or 3 days before the whole thing popped off and Trump made the national address and this thing really went off the rails. Yeah. He said people in the UK are being told to self-isolate for 2 weeks, which is a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
If you display any symptoms, aren't testing people unless you are really unwell and are in the hospital. That's one of the things that gets me. It's like here in the States they have this drive-through testing at various places around here. I think they have one over by UD Arena, not too far from where we are. I think that's the closest one here. I keep telling people because they're like, oh, I should go get tested. I'm like, well, do you have any symptoms? No. But I'm going to get tested just to make sure.
I think it's like they don't want you to do it unless you actually really
that's
think.
The thing. It's like save the test for the people who are actually showing symptoms.
I get that you want to be safe, but
don't get worry tested. I mean, if you're that scared, just buy 500 rolls of toilet paper to sit on in your house while you're starving to death.
Stop, because then it means I have to put that back on the truck.
But,
you're fucking me up.
It's like just stay home. Honestly, common sense is the best cure for this fucking disease.
Take care of yourself.
And nobody's figuring that shit out. It's just ridiculous.
Well, it fucking really shows you, doesn't it? Like.
I mean, it is just ridiculous. Now, one of the good things I've noticed is that the numbers in China are starting to drop off.
Yeah, where the origin point was.
So we're kind of finally starting to see where kind of the light at the end of the tunnel a bit. Because if China's starting to get through this,
maybe it'll start a wave over.
Well, this is all assuming, of course, they're giving us accurate numbers. Which, let's face it, they're a communist state, so odds are they're probably not. I mean, they've been saying since the start of this whole thing, before it really became an issue here in the U.S., the numbers were probably twice as bad as they were reporting. So,
it's not like it's not like Chernobyl exploded and Russia's like, no.
Russia still says only 34 people died as a result of this. It's like, you might want to bump that number up just a little bit.
Yeah, try again.
We tend to know better than that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so one of the things I've been doing for the last couple of days when I'm not at work is I've just been trying to catch up on some stuff that I've been trying to watch.
Hell yeah.
I watched episode 1 of The Witcher forever ago when it first came out. Just hadn't got a chance to get back to it the last couple of days. I've gotten back into it. I'm on episode 4 now. What are some of the things that you think people should be binge watching while they're stuck in quarantine in their own homes?
Well, I guess, me personally, I was like, well, I guess I could start. Well, never mind. I have to work still. Never mind. Let me hypothetically speak that if I was unfortunate enough to have that. No, I don't know. I'd probably watch like The Witcher. I'd actually, because I didn't watch The Mandalorian. I know. I'm sorry.
You didn't watch The Mandalorian?
I have
really?
not watched I don't know. I'm not like weird about it, but I'm just like I don't have like Netflix. I don't have Hulu. I don't have Disney Plus. I don't know. But I do have plenty of friends that will give me theirs or just they're like, here, take it and watch it. I'm like, or I can do a free trial, binge it, and just fuck it. No.
We should watch at least episode 1 of The Mandalorian before you leave.
All right. As long as you get me food.
Yeah, I'll get you food.
Okay.
I told you I gotta find someone to dinner tonight. I gotta find some tortillas.
I was like, you want tortillas, damn it.
My girlfriend said she wanted tacos, and my mouth
Fuck.
started to water. The Mexican in me started to get all geared up. I was like, tacos.
Yeah. It's not that I don't doubt these are good. I just haven't really. I get all tied up in like, oh, I gotta work, and I just feel absolutely dead because it's constantly having to restock stores, and then, oh well, I want a game and I want to stream. Check me out, by the way, and I just don't like get the time to. I'll watch like a lot of things on YouTube. Maybe that's the thing too. Is like a lot of people are streaming, YouTubing, and honestly, I would put this down. It's not a bad time to still be a nerd. You can play card games, board games, tabletop, some D&D. Don't need internet for that.
But that's against social distancing, though. You got to invite big groups over, right? No, I've never played D&D.
We'll make it a big circle.
I've never played the Magic card games and stuff like that. My nerdness has its limits.
Oh,
but
sorry, I outed myself. Whatever. But no, you can still. Well, it's not like you can't. You know.
I would say, and I was talking to somebody on Derailed with Gatekeeper Drew last Sunday. I was like, take an opportunity like this. Go find some obscure movie. I know that there's a girl named Clark Wolf that's on Screen Junkies.
Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, I watch them.
I heard her a long time ago when she was on Movie Talk with on Collider still, that her and her friends have a Netflix 1-star night. It was like once a week they would get together. They would find some movie that's rated 1-star on Netflix and watch it.
I used to do that. Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, I was like, that's actually a brilliant fucking idea because you can find like really obscure movies that you really like.
And they're like just bad movies you can just like that are entertaining you can watch and you'll have a good time.
Yeah, and I was telling somebody on Derailed the other night, it was like, look, go if you get a chance, get it because we were talking about how everybody bitches about how there's always sequels and remakes. There's no new ideas. I'm like, bullshit.
Oh, no, there's plenty of ideas out there.
Bullshit. Go see movies. Go if you are one of those people that works at nights or works a weird schedule. If you have like a Wednesday, around 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock free, go to your local theater when they reopen, and just go get a matinee ticket for like I know at the Regal nearby you can get like any standard 2D showing before noon. It starts before noon. It's like $6 or $6.50 to get in.
Yeah, I know some of them are like $7 or
just
$6. Yeah,
go buy a $6 or $7 ticket to a movie that you are kind of interested in, but not really. It's not your priority. Just go watch it. You never know what kind of shit you're gonna find when you just go see movies.
And what are you gonna lose? You're not gonna lose
$6,
them. Yeah.
$7. And if you don't like it, I mean, what? It's 2 hours of your life you're never gonna get back.
Yeah.
Also, take the opportunity to go back and watch old movies. I went on a binge a couple of years ago where I was watching like Howard Hughes movies, and you would be surprised how good like the original Scarface, like the original, not
the 30s one from the 30s. Yeah,
the
I have
one
that.
From the 30s is I've got a bootleg copy of it, and it is actually
I've got it.
Freaking amazing movie.
It's very good.
I've got Hell's Angels on a bootleg DVD, and that is an amazing movie. I mean, it's funny because I go back and I watch these movies, and I'm reminded like, oh, that's where this quote comes from. It originates in this movie. Yeah, that's one of the two big movies that Gene Harlow made was Hell's Angels. Go find different things. Just try it. Look, if you find a movie somewhere on Netflix and you don't like it, turn it off. Go watch something else.
And I've done that.
But you got to go out and experiment and look and really just kind of like bring in different stuff. Because if the only thing you're buying tickets to is Marvel movies, of course you're going to think that's all there is in the world is Marvel movies. Oh. If you're only buying tickets to rom-coms, of course you're like, oh, every movie's a fucking rom-com. Well, no. You have to choose to go see movies that are outside of what you normally do.
If something catches your eye,
and try to get entertained. And people don't do that anymore. That's why everybody thinks that everything is Marvel, everything's sequel.
That's your big triple. And same with games. There are like, oh my god, support an indie gamer, someone who does their things. I like AAA titles. Like, yeah, I'm gonna sit and play Call of Duty. I'll sit here and play Horizon Zero Dawn. I'll play these big games that all come out. But I'm like, I've found like a game like Limbo. I'm like, it's so simple. It's very well done. The puzzles, the timing, and it got me hooked in. And I'm like, it's just a little indie game someone made. And I'm like, it's amazing. And you'll find a lot of them too. Some of them are just demos, and it's like they need funding. So it's like, oh, if you like it, and they'll grab you with just that couple, say like an indie horror game, a demo, and like you go through the haunted house, and all of a sudden just and it attacks you, and you're like, what happened? And it says like, oh, go support us, You can find plenty of stuff out there, believe me. And I've done that in stores. Like that's how I found Zombieland. I was looking through. Rest in peace, Kmart. But I was in. That's how I discovered Emma Stone. I'm like, what is this? Wait, it's zombies. Oh, yeah, I like this. This is cool. Ooh, she's hot. I'm just gonna buy it. Like I've found movies where I just look at them and I'm like, I feel like I'll give it a chance. It looks interesting. I'll buy it. And if not, well, so what? I got a lot of movies on my shelf like that I need to watch or have meant to watch because of that.
Yeah, you have to take it upon yourself to go out and like challenge yourself and what you think you know about what you like.
Yeah, like take a chance on it.
I try all kinds of shit that it's like, oh, I don't know if I'm like doing this, but whatever. You know, I've got some time to kill. Maybe my girlfriend's interested in doing it, so I'll do it just so I can do something with her. Shit like that. It's like you have to challenge yourself. And these people that go out there and say stupid shit like, oh, well, everything's this and this and that. No, you're obviously like Booksmart. I haven't seen it yet. But I mean, that's a movie that came out that they made that movie for like, $10. And the critics, it just blew them up. Everybody loved it. I mean, a lot of people had it on their best movie of the year list.
Yeah.
Go look what Jordan Peele's doing. This guy is almost single-handedly, him and Blumhouse, are reviving the horror thriller thing.
He really took off. I love what he's been doing. I'm like, because I'm just thinking like, wait, you and Key and Peele, I'm like, you guys are fucking hilarious. And all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, this dude's making some like legit horror movies that are actually like I love watching. I'm like, damn, dude. And he's also doing that revamp of Twilight Zone, right? So
yeah,
like that's fucking like he really found this thing that like I'm like you're good at this, man. Don't stop, please.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
Like, and I love Blumhouse too, so I'm like I'll watch anything you'll give me. Trust me.
Yeah, I've heard Fantasy Island's a fucking train wreck. Though, that's what I hear. It's kind of sad too. It's kind of like
that does hurt.
I didn't really want to see a horror thriller version of Fantasy Island. I kind of wanted it to be a straight up, not a rom-com, but like a romantic thriller almost. Well, and that's kind of what the old TV series was like. It had some suspenseful times, and then it had the happy ending. I mean, that's kind of what everybody got used to. I kind of wanted to see that because I used to watch that when it was in syndication when I was a kid.
See, I feel like if you try and style change something, that's hit or miss. Like we had, everyone knows Treasure Island, and they made Treasure Planet. Like, hey, let's make it in space, but there's still that weird kind of off element where you're like, yeah, it's still pirate ships, but like solar powered like sails and shit.
Well, the environment matters. Sometimes you change the environment, you kind of change.
Yeah, and they kept some things are still the same. Like the outfits are still kind of like that period, but it's spacey. And I'm like, that was amazing. It's very underrated, and I love it. Also, you know what? If you live action make Atlantis, somebody please do it.
Disney's making live action everything nowadays, so you may end up getting your wish at some point.
Well, hey, and she actually is a princess, Princess Kita. I'm like, does no one talk about her? Nobody. She's actually royalty, but we have Mulan in here. Fuck you guys. I appreciate Mulan, believe me. That was the other one I was trying to remember. I think Mulan got pushed back too.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was coming out soon.
Well, they didn't have much of a choice because that movie was made by and large for the Chinese media, for the Chinese audience.
Yeah.
Because,
did not realize that just now.
Disney bows down to China like a lot of other production people do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, when
they made all of us go to our knees.
When they shut down Chinese theater, Disney was like, fuck, if we release this, we're gonna miss our potential earnings by like.
Okay, you just hold it. Just wait for a minute. Like,
so maybe we'll just go ahead and wait until this whole thing blows over, and then we'll put it out there. Yeah. And it's a lot easier to do that than it is for something like Black Widow, if you think about it, because Black Widow is supposed to be playing into this larger universe, and like I said, if you end up pushing it back too far, you end up kind of holding on to a piece of information potentially that you're going to need to see the next movie, which I think is Captain Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I think is the next movie that's coming out.
Now you say, I think it is another Doctor Strange movie.
But, yeah, so you don't know if that's going to come out first, then Black Widow, and then you're going to be like, oh, wait a minute, we were supposed to know this little bit of information beforehand.
I think we can still piece it together. Even if it's out of order, I think we can figure it out.
Or Disney would just come right out and say, hey, here's the scene. Here we're going to release this leak scene, so you guys at least know what you're supposed to be looking for in Doctor Strange.
It's on the internet. Fuck, just watch it.
Look it on the internet. But yeah, I mean, I challenge people. Go take this opportunity to go find some stuff that I mean, it's not like there's a shortage of streaming services out there that play all kinds of obscure shit.
Yeah.
I mean, go find a lot of stuff. You know, one thing I'll suggest is one of Ryan Coogler's first movies. Ryan Coogler did Black Panther and the Creed movies.
Yeah.
Or the first Creed movie, anyway.
Yeah.
Is he did a movie called Fruitvale Station. It's about a young black guy that was shot by a BART security guard in San Francisco.
Yeesh.
And it was Michael B. Jordan's one of his first big roles.
Okay.
It was like one of the roles that really catapulted his name out there, and it is a good damn movie.
And he's a good actor. He's an amazing actor.
And he is he's an amazing actor, and that movie is fan-damn-tastic. And you really see just how good Ryan Coogler is as a director when he puts that story together. The way the cinematography and everything that is great. And then of course, Michael B. Jordan, young before he gets overly ripped and overly buff. Like he did for Black Panther.
Wakanda.
Yeah, he is just 10 different kinds of good in that movie.
See, when it all comes all comes together, it's
that is a fantastic movie, especially if you're into especially if that's one of the things you're into. It's like how are cops being mean to minorities, yada yada.
it's still a social message.
It tells the story without being like really overtly one-sided.
It's not.
It just shows you the situation and kind of lets you process it all for yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a fantastic movie. I mean, go back and find some of this early shit from some of these people. Or was it Chronicle? The other thing that Michael B. Jordan did when he was young, I think actually that came out before Fruitvale Station.
Okay.
But I mean, that's a really cool superhero movie to watch. It's like if you give these teenage kids sudden superpowers, how are they going to react? And I think that's actually probably more accurate than anything else. I mean, I like Superman, but let's be honest. If some kids suddenly discovered superpowers inside themselves, it would go like this. It wouldn't be like Superman.
Oh no, yeah.
I mean,
like Shazam. It's like he's still the kid, and he's just like, I don't know what these powers are. All right, well, fuck it, let's test them.
Yeah,
that's why that movie was so great, because I'm like, that's kind of more what would happen to him. You gotta figure yourself out.
I'm in self-isolation at the moment, but Disney Plus comes out in the UK next week, and I can't wait to binge it. Oh yeah, I mean, you know what's funny is Disney Plus doesn't have half the shit that they're gonna have right now. I mean, you wait until all this stuff starts dropping on Disney Plus. They're just now starting to get most of their own catalog back, because a lot of this stuff was licensed to stream everywhere else. I know they're still streaming stuff on Netflix. They own Hulu, which is one of the funniest things about even starting Disney Plus is Disney already owns Hulu. So
yeah.
Why even start Disney Plus? But whatever. You got stuff on Hulu that you can watch. I mean, geez, that's one of the reasons I don't have cable anymore. I pay just as much for all my streaming services as I would have paid if I didn't have cable.
That's what I'm saying. I have internet, so I've got plenty of things I can just watch on there.
That's why I don't get CBS All Access, because I really want to watch this Picard series. Everybody says it's good. Joe Cronin's told me that it's really good. He's actually done videos about it.
I know I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm also like, I don't. Is it supposed to be like him later? Patrick Stewart doesn't age, so I'm saying he could be any part in his life.
It's after the events that we've already seen up to this point.
So it is just a continuation.
New. But I don't know if he's just getting the band back together or what, because it's like Riker's in it, Troy's in it, and there's like all these not Shatner, but it's like you got 7 of 9 is in it, so it draws in a couple different things from a couple different iterations of Star Trek. But I can't justify getting, because I jumped on Disney Plus when I did, because I was like, it's $7 a month, I'll go ahead and get it. And it's going to have all the Star Wars and most of the Marvel stuff.
It's going to have, and all the Disney movies. Oh yeah.
But I mostly got it when I did because I wanted to watch The Mandalorian.
I think that's why I think it's why they marketed that. Like, hey, check this show out.
I didn't want to wait to see The Mandalorian, so I went ahead and got it. And I wasn't disappointed.
This is the way.
This is the way. I have spoken. But yeah, I mean, I between what do I have? I have Hulu Plus, I have Amazon Prime, I have YouTube, which is free. I don't pay for YouTube Plus or any of that bullshit.
Please give us money.
I have shit. I don't know. A couple other ones. Well, did you see Sling TV is actually making their network free to people for the next couple of months while everybody's in quarantine to give them more shit to watch, which is kind of cool, because I think you can go on Sling TV and watch old 70s and 80s shows and shit like that maybe you wouldn't be able to find on some of the streaming services.
Oh, that'd be cool. Actually, I might check that out then. Also, I know we have an adult audience, and I'm going to say it. Well, you know who's usually up on these kind of things and stuff happens. I'm like, is Pornhub going to stay free? Give us a little chance while we're all bored?
Did you see there's actually coronavirus porn on Pornhub?
Yes. Believe me, I have. And then I saw something that was like, oh, the adult industry must shut down because of this now. I'm like, fuck.
I didn't believe it either. And I was like, well, I'll go ahead and venture over to Pornhub. Because, I don't spend a lot
I'm doing research, trust me.
I don't spend a lot of time there or anything.
This is for science.
But I actually went in there in the search engine. I put coronavirus. And there's this one hilarious video of these two people that are in full hazmat suits. They're acting like
just squeaking away.
I'm like,
fuck.
I was like, oh my God. I actually sent it to my buddy Drew over at Derailed. And I sent it to him actually during one of the podcasts. I was hoping he put it on.
Right.
But I kind of understood. I was like, I don't know if I want to risk pissing off the YouTube people. But I mean, it's clearly satire, and it's absolutely funnier than hell.
I love when stuff like that happens. You jump on this like, let's just have fun with it. Fuck it.
It was so funny.
Because that's why I appreciate some of those ones that are like parodies of like actual movies that are they're actually good, like Evil Head or like Womb Raider. There's the Pirates one. It's like, yeah, they're just entertaining to me. I am watching for the story this time. I promise.
We promise. We are watching.
He still never fixed that damn sink. Check the pipes, but he really did not fix that sink.
You know, yeah, cabin fever is starting to set in. I know my girlfriend's getting cabin fever really bad. She works from home, which I already couldn't do because I'd be way too tempted to slide over and play PlayStation here and there.
Yeah, I know. Like two of my friends they're having to deal with that, but it's like some of them like their work does monitor their things, so they know they're working. I'm like, yeah, but I feel like me too. I'd be like, okay, I got work to do, but I'm literally can get up and walk over here and play my PlayStation. And
yeah, I don't have that kind of willpower. I would never be able to pull that shit off.
I feel like my not anxiety, but my like I know I should be working, so I would be like super focused on that. But
I guess it would depend on what I was doing too.
But I mean, I guess it would be nice. I just like wake up. All right, cool. Now I'm going to work. I'm right here.
Boring medical shit, and I'm like,
oh,
that's I can do that for 8 hours a day without having to break out and go drop in a quick game of Plunder on Call of Duty or something like that, just to kind of break.
Warzone.
Yeah, play some Warzone. But
I'm gonna play some Warzone with you.
We should.
That'll be.
I'm gonna try to get some fucking gang of people together. We'll go make some money. I like Plunder. I've only played one game of Warzone and it was okay. I liked it, but I was like,
I've heard Plunder's like insanely hard. I've heard it's really hard. I don't know.
The hardest thing about Plunder,
well, you have to get money, so
is it reminds me just how stupid people are about playing this game.
I see. I was worried about that playing Warzone because
everybody's still, but Warzone, the point is to get kills.
But it's still a camp fest. Like all the little Timmies are now in there camping because all they gotta do is sit there and just wait.
Because in Plunder, you actually have like a real purpose. You have to go collect money.
True.
And then like deposit it into like a helicopter. You find these random balloon things that can take your money away. So
like you just like zip it up to kills. That almost sounds like the thing in the Division where the PvP mode was you go out and you find gear and stuff like that, and then you'd have to go take it up. And you could be attacked. Like someone could just jump your shit and just take that shit from you, and then send it up themselves.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's fun. I like Plunder.
I could try it.
I'm playing a little bit of the regular standard multiplayer.
I went back to multiplayer because I'm like, all the sweats are now going to be in that, so maybe I can actually grind a little better now.
Yeah, no doubt. But
it felt better actually like quickscoping people left and right, not like I have to wait. I have to line this up. Okay, gotta hold my breath. Hold on. All right, got that, Timmy. All right, where the fuck are we going now? Yeah, whereas I can just sit there and rail off 10 kills in a row.
Yeah, it's fun, but yeah, it's definitely some Call of Duty. I lost what the fuck I was doing. Oh yeah, my train of thought was, what is one of the first things you're gonna do once this whole quarantine nonsense is over? We can get back to some semblance of normal life. What is the first thing that you're gonna do?
Well, see, again, it's not with I guess my line of work. I'm like, I don't feel like I've had any different change of what I'm doing. So I don't know. There's not a whole lot. I guess like in that vein that would make my life different, but I guess. Well, weird because yesterday I got my hair cut shorter because I'm like, wait, they're shutting down. Shit. I gotta get that taken care of now. My hair grows like crazy. I think, yeah, because I'm trying to actually hang out with people and shit. Maybe actually go out and do something. Like I said, there's a female involved. I was like, should I say it? Should I say it?
So you want to isolate yourself for a couple hours with your female?
Yeah. A lot of social distancing. Fuck the world. Like, I don't know, because it makes me upset. It's like when I want to go hang out with my friends and I can't, or hey, let's go do this, or like I enjoy going to the movies like with my mom, so I can't do any of that either. So I think probably actually go out and actually do something. Because hey, you know what? I don't know if Student 75, since they were trying to rebuild to open again, which obviously they're. Maybe this is like, hey, we have more time. Maybe when they open up, boom, that's something people can go do. So, and maybe it'll be like summer and it'll be nice.
I have so many movies to catch up on. Because I really wanted to go see this movie, The Hunted, that was so controversial.
Oh, where it's like The Purge slash
and whatever.
It seems like The Purge slash Hunger Games kind of deal, and I'm like, yeah, should we kill people? Should we hunt them?
Game kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I really kind of wanted to go see that, and I almost went and saw it the other day, and I was like, I think I'll just stay in. It was the next day that's like they decided to close the theaters. It's like, god damn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really just want to go catch up on some movies. I know my girlfriend; she really just wants to get out and go out to dinner somewhere, and I'm just like, everything's closed, so we got to order out.
Yeah. So I think actually going and doing something, would be awesome.
I want to be able to go buy a bottle of fucking hand sanitizer. Look, even before this, I wasn't a germaphobe, but because I deal with so many people over the course of my day at my job, I always keep some hand sanitizer close.
Yeah.
And so I have my bigger ball that I keep over there on my couch, and I have the one I kept in my car, and I have one here at my desk, because that's where I spend all of my time, is either over there watching TV or playing games, out in my car doing my work stuff, or here at the desk doing this stuff. And I gave the one that I keep in my car to my 2 youngest kids to take home. And then I don't have the one here because I moved that to my car. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go buy a bottle of hand sanitizer real quick just to have another one laying around somewhere. No.
No.
You know what's funny is I was at one of the local places at Myers last night after work.
Hey.
And yeah. And
Thank you.
I was talking to one of the girls that works there. Well, that and Walmart's closed.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're worried about.
I
we're like,
go to Walmart late at night, but they're closed. So
yeah.
It's like, oh, well, Myers is my only option. Because they don't really care about the third shift workers getting coronavirus.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm like, see, at what
stay open.
At what risk? I'm like, now we still got to be here going out and working in this shit. So I'm like, hopefully no one there gets it, because I'm like, well, that's gonna put a fucking wrench in the engine.
Yeah, but I was talking to this one lady who was stocking the shelves, and I've been going into like Walmart and stuff the last couple of days. I just kind of look to see if they have any, and if not, I'm like, okay, whatever. I just walk down, go on about my business. I was talking to this lady who was stocking everything. She goes, "You looking for sanitizer?" I'm like, "Yeah, just popping in to see you guys have any." But if not, I didn't expect you to. She was saying that they've even been sold out of like alcohol and aloe because you can mix the two to make sanitizer. Or
it's the same basic thing, yeah.
It's like she's like, I guess she had said that one guy, I guess the day before, was stocking hand sanitizer, and there was people there just taking it right out of his hand. It wasn't even making the shelf. It's like there were people, they saw it, they would just take it right out of his hand.
I get that that's his job. I would honestly just be like, fucking, just get a queue. All right, we're just going to start. If you want it, take it.
I'm really surprised they don't put it behind like the counter at the pharmacy or something.
I'm surprised it hasn't.
You can just walk in there and take the whole case of it and put it in their cart and go home.
I know they're limiting stuff like that, like milk, eggs, sanitizer, toilet paper, like 2 items per customer.
Like I said,
but how long does that last then? Like I said, you got to, unless you shut that shit off and monitor it.
You are a blistering idiot if you overbuy shit like that. I mean, honestly, and all you're doing is you're keeping people who just want to have enough to get through. You're keeping them from having any at all.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do with your 47 gallons of milk? You really going to drink all that milk in the next week?
No.
What are you going to do? Like I said, I saw that picture and I was just like, if I had been walking past that guy in the parking lot of a grocery store, I would have pulled my pocket knife out and just started stabbing holes in the side of that fucking milk and just let it bleed out all over the fucking parking lot.
Yeah.
It's like, no, dude, that's not cool. You should not be doing that. You should be better. Yeah. But whatever. But my girlfriend desperately wants to go out and get some dinner at a restaurant or something like that. I really want to get back to going out to some movies. Yeah. Summertime is coming up, so we are in the earliest parts of spring. I think it's still technically winter, but we are in.
I saw something that said like first day of spring was like a trending search. I'm like, is it or is it close?
We've got spring coming up. I want to go plant some flowers in the yard. I want to take my daughters out to go pick up some flowers and let them feel important about it. Even though I'm kind of steering them towards what I want, but I'm going to let them go pick out flowers. And
like I said, there's
stuff I want to do, and it involves getting out. And I don't want to be stuck in the house if I don't have to be, especially when it's nice out.
Yeah, and there's an airsoft place up here. It's open all year round, which is nice. And I've been watching this guy.
Airsoft is paintball for pussies.
No, you know how hard these guns shoot. Yeah. Oh my god. Well, because I always use a sniper rifle, and that fucker will shoot you hard.
Airsoft is paintball for pussies.
You want to load up and actually have some fucking battle royale? Let's go.
Hey, let's do it.
All right.
You got a box of what I'll shoot sitting right there next to you on the table.
That's what I meant. Like, well, let's go. Do a real test. But
that's the one thing that I hoarded throughout all this is I got this in the mail. I got 180 rounds of 5.56 for the rifle. Yep. And then I got that box sitting next to you on the table that is slightly off camera. I got 1,000 rounds of 9mm.
Yeah, that's all I've got is.
And I looked in that box of 5.56 like I should have ordered more. I was like, this isn't a big enough box. I need more. But I've got 3 full magazines in the case with the M&P 15. And
yeah, like I'm good. I'm set on that. Yeah.
And not to mention my girlfriend's got over 100 rounds for her 380, so I think we're in good shape.
But yeah, no, there's this guy I've been watching those like airsoft events and shit, and I'm like, I'd really like to go out and try that. It'd just be fun. Just plink around with your buddies and just fuck around all day.
Yeah, I'll take you out to my buddy Arlo's place. I go shoot at his place whenever I want.
Wait, you talking about the guy who used to work at a?
Yeah, the guy used to work with at the Plastic Hell that we used to the place that we met at, actually.
Yeah, we're this kernel of an idea, and then here we are.
this whole idea started between me and Jeremy about getting on camera and just talking shit.
Over a lunch break at fucking, that's what it was.
And that was where it was all birthed. But we can go out to his place. I mean, I actually thought about trying to go to the range at some point this week, but I was like, I don't even know if they're open. The range that I go to, I don't even know if they're open right now.
That's fair.
They only have 6 lanes at that range. It's kind of small, but
Not like just like
I
full
can't
bays
imagine.
for.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know if they're open or not. I mean, I need to go up there and maybe buy another 9mm magazine. Maybe buy another magazine for the rifle. But
I've got some hollow points for the 40, and I got plenty of 9. We're good.
yeah,
That's all I got. Otherwise, a little 22 on my tickle.
That's the funny thing is all these people that went out and spent all this money on toilet paper. I'm just like, I can shoot you with one of those 9mm, which cost me about 20 cents.
Yeah. And I'm gonna take your fucking
all your toilet paper.
Yeah.
All your hand sanitizer.
Go ahead,
for
take my
20
shit.
cents.
You're gonna leave in a box.
And it cost me 20 cents to do.
I'll use your fucking toilet paper to mop up all the blood. Thank
No
you.
doubt. I'll put hand sanitizer in your hands so you can have clean.
Gotta
hands.
clean this up. Shit.
I swear to God, if you were one of these people that went out there and overbought everything, you really are just the worst piece of shit.
I know you want to keep yourself safe,
Again,
but man,
tortillas.
you're fucking.
It's like
I'm still mad about
that.
that.
Has been bothering me all. It's like I almost lost sleep over this last night. It's like I'm laying in bed. And, dude, I was sitting here watching YouTube
Tacos
at
are
like
life.
3 a.m, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. Usually I go to bed about 4. I was like, you know what, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. And I'm laying there in bed. And I'm just like staring at the ceiling. I'm like, I really just wanted to buy some fucking tortillas. It's like, it was bothering me last night.
See what you're doing to this poor man. The first thing he's gonna do is make a fucking fiesta of tacos.
You know what sucks is my girlfriend's niece just went down to, or cousin rather, I'm sorry, just went down to Texas to visit some relatives and go look at some colleges, and she came back with a bunch of homemade tortillas, flour tortillas.
Damn.
That's
the good shit.
If you've never had homemade tortillas, I mean, I would eat them plain.
I have not.
They are good.
I bet.
I mean, it's like to go buy flour tortillas, the store brand flour tortillas are one thing, but homemade, made by hand flour tortillas are phenomenal. I will eat them
Taste
plain.
the love.
Just with a little bit of butter. Heat them up a little bit on the stove. Give them a little bit of a burn.
You're gonna
A little bit of butter.
You're gonna keep me up now thinking about that
Best
shit.
thing in the world. And she had just about blown through like all those except for like the little bit of the last pack, and then she was like, "Okay, I want tacos." I'm like, "Well, damn, I wish you just said something when we still had the homemade tortillas, but whatever."
Well,
And then I go to buy tortillas; they're gone. I'm like, "Damn it! I just need to start making my own damn tortillas."
I'll say if you want to learn how to, you just learn to make your own. Then shit.
I'm not handy with shit like that. I can cook, but when it comes to really authentic ways of doing shit, yeah, I'm retarded in the kitchen compared to some people I know.
You don't have to be like Gordon Ramsay. I'm just saying, like fucking, you know, just if it ends up being good and you like it.
Yeah, no doubt. But anyway, you got anything you want to add before we wrap this whole thing up?
I don't know if it, like you said, if take care of yourself, but also realize there's other people trying to do that same thing. And if you're fucking, we're not gonna get through this if you're trying to take all of the toilet paper and all the other shit and all of his damn tortillas. You know who the fuck you are. Someone's out there having a fucking taco fest and without us. So yeah, just fucking keep yourself healthy, keep yourself clean. Just don't be stupid, please.
Yeah, just don't
Human nature is like you'll start panicking, and just please don't do that.
Look, it's pretty clear to me that the best cure for everything that is going on right now is not some kind of a vaccine. It's not some kind of antibodies. It's people being smart. Common sense is going to be ultimately the thing that cures us of this whole damn problem. And if you're not practicing some common sense, you're just going to make this whole thing worse. You don't need to go buy 300 rolls of toilet paper. You don't need to go buy 75 gallons of hand sanitizer. Get what you need to last you 2 to 4 weeks. I mean, honestly, the hand sanitizer that I had in the house before this, I had for probably a month.
Right.
And I hadn't gone through half of it. And that was just the 3 bottles that I have laying around the house. And I hadn't gone through half of it. It's like I would, hit the hand sanitizer as I was getting ready to go in there and cook.
Yeah.
I'd, wash my hands when I get done using the bathroom, and I had the hand sanitizer for a little bit extra. Just don't bother.
We're doing it at work even. Like I said, I've been doing sanitation, so I've been doing cleanup since I can't do anything else. It's like we've changed it a little bit, like how much we clean things or how many surfaces we disinfect and like everything you touch. So like, okay, so like the soap dispensers, the sinks, the hand dryers, the stall doors, Actually, at work, it's kind of cool. They actually put wedges, and they opened up all the doorways so no one touches them. So we all just walk through offices, walk through the hallways so we don't have to touch doors, which is kind of nice. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, just practice some common sense, people. We're going to get through this thing if you just practice some common sense.
And have a pint at the Winchester once it all blows over.
Damn right. Just drink some beer, pickle your insides. That's why I went and bought $100 in alcohol the other day.
Yeah.
No coronavirus in me. I got plenty of alcohol in me. It's gonna wash it all out. But
I don't even like Corona. Whatever.
Mexicans don't like.
Now, if there's a
Corona.
if there's a Guinness virus, I'm gonna be fucked.
There's a Guinness virus or Tecate. The only thing happened to Tecate or Dos Equis.
Ah.
Leave the good Mexican beers alone.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Take my Irish stuff, damn it.
but that's us for now. I gotta get this in the fridge.
Oh, see, you're killing me, man. You're killing me, Smalls.
Fridge. Ooh, that would be getting drunk tonight. Anyway, but that's what
I'm gonna get up and just run in there.
Like, I'm gonna run there now. Get to before you do. But that's us right now. We've given you guys about an hour. Hopefully entertained you. Thank you to the Dominus for being the one guy in the chat. Best of luck to you in the UK, man. I know you guys are getting hit pretty hard over there in England. They've got a pretty wild thing going on over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, God save the Queen.
Yep.
Go ahead and protect her. We need to keep her alive because I don't know if we like Prince Charles or not. Do we even really want him to ascend to the throne? I don't know.
Does she really like him? So
I have a weird fascination with the British royal family. I don't know
Doesn't
why.
the whole
I don't
world?
know why it's so interesting. I read about it and stuff, and I find it interesting.
It's better than watching the Kardashians. It's amazing.
True. They dress better too. They're more regal.
They're classy. They're classy.
but
You don't look at
anyway,
the Queen. Don't think she's a sexy bitch.
We'll say, hey,
Hey.
anybody with that much power and actually has like actual jewels in her crown is sexy as hell.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's our time. I'll save my weird fascination with the British royal family for another show.
All right. Fair enough.
And we will see you guys later on. Thanks for checking us out. Probably next Thursday, same time.
All right.
Either